Giron's house. It looks a little different today.
It's the same house, different angles.
Like jiu-jitsu, manage the angles, manage the
damage.
Welcome back, you guys. So 2 things today. We're going to talk about respect today. We also want to talk about side mount.
Side mount.
Another position. We're going to have some great drills, great techniques, good collaborations. Hopefully you have a partner. Some of you have a sibling. Some of them are blessed to have a sibling to practice with.
Or a bear.
Some of them have a bear to practice with. Some of you have a parent to practice with. Okay? Let's have some fun.
Yes.
Should we do some warm-ups and move our bodies a little bit?
Let's do what we did the last couple of weeks.
Yes. Which one do you want to start
Let's
with?
review. We started with,
Everyone lay down.
we're laying down,
Cockroaches.
and we're moving in circles.
Who can move in circles? Let's go. 2 times all the way around. Look at that.
2 times each direction.
If you want. If you want extra
man.
work.
It's burning.
And then watch what he does. He changes. Watch his legs go the other way. Boom, boom. Beautiful.
So do 1 or 2 turns in each direction, no elbows. And then
We also saw the sideways
I gotta
ones.
keep going. I gotta do my whole 2.
Yep.
If you're gonna do 2, I'm gonna do 2.
And then you're going to do the,
How many is that?
that's 2 in each direction.
And then we'll do a back roll now. So now I'm here, from laying down. I look to the side, I move my head away a little bit, I'm looking over here. I'm gonna roll over this shoulder. Legs go up.
Parents, if they need help, grab their legs and put it right to the ground. Make sure you roll over the shoulder, not over the neck.
Forward roll. Maybe we can put up one leg like this. And then the leg that's up, the opposite hand. So one leg is up, the opposite hand, and my head go through for a forward roll. And you can keep the momentum right here when you're sitting like this. Almost like you're gonna do a break fall. But don't do a break fall. Do a one arm kind of break fall and then roll over your shoulder. Try that. Sitting down like this, rolling back, hands touching, and rolling. And then forward. One leg is up, one knee is down. You can even sit up a little bit more like this. It might make it easier. So if this knee is up, the opposite hand goes through. Opposite hand through, and my head goes through my legs. And I roll. So forward and backwards rolls. What else? And then we had the shrimping.
And the sidewinder.
Yeah, the side. That's what I meant. The
Look,
side.
Look at this.
Hips, shoulders. Hips, shoulders. Hips, shoulders. Hips, shoulders. And then other direction. Hips, shoulders. Hips, shoulders. Hips, shoulders. Hips, shoulders. So side to side. And then the final one we did was the shrimp. So we're laying down. One leg is straight. One leg is bent.
Your partner can stand over you right next to your hips, you guys, and allow you to put the hands on their leg.
Very helpful to have a brace. Foot is down. I turn to the side. My shoulder is on the ground using my foot and my shoulder. My hips lift up and then they shoot back. Hips back. And then I straighten back up. Partner moves forward. Other leg straight. Turn to my side. Both hands brace the knee. Look at my hips up and out. There we go. So do a couple shrimps. Do 1 or 2 to each side. And you talked about this, right? Henry showed this, I think, last time.
Yeah,
Did you show to hip out
Scoop.
and then come back?
You can even rest your hips out here. Put your hips out, let them fall.
Hips out.
Go out, and watch you pulls himself
Leg
back.
back. Switch legs. Hip out and then pull yourself back in. Switch legs. Hip out and pull yourself back in. Great. You got those?
Excellent. Yes.
So now we're going to stand up in base. If Henry's standing over me,
And let's say what you're gonna fight, and you lose your balance, you're down. Or maybe the guy walks up to you, right? The guy walks up, has a little bit, I'm gonna stay low right here, just because I wanna pretend like I'm like maybe 9 years old, bullyproof.
oh, that's good. Right there
What's
on
up?
your knees.
What's up, man?
So I'm sitting down. If I get up like this, he can push me off balance and knock me down.
I run this school.
But if instead I fold my leg under and I put both hands down on the side of the down leg, I can now
Solid base. What's up? How old are you?
9.5.
Okay, never mind.
So everyone's doing this now. We can all have our knees up like this and fold one leg underneath and then put both hands on the ground on the side of the leg that is down. See that? Both hands are down. Once my hands are down, my foot and my hands carry my weight. As my bottom leg, look at this, my head goes forward, my bottom leg steps back, and lands right here on the ground. And then my hands go up. And if you would like, you can even do a little jump where you can move your hands a little further away, push off your legs, especially this one, but both legs can push a little bit. And now I'm going to jump. Look, I jumped back, so I got a little bit of distance.
Awesome. Watch this, you guys. So watch Hito's foot. Put your foot on the line right here. Put your foot on this line right here. Watch. So his legs are folded. His foot's on this line where my hand is. He's going to put his hands back, and now keeping his weight on his hand. Watch how he's going to jump back in base. Watch. So now look how far away he is. He was able to jump back. What's the benefit of that? If the bully's standing right over you with an attitude, and Hito does a little jump back, I can't reach him once he gets up. So jumping back allows you to have more space away from the potential bad guy or bully as you get up. Okay, one other technique that might work sometimes is a little kick in the front, right?
A little kick, and before that, make sure when you jump up, you don't land like this. Sometimes you see this. Yes.
Still off balance.
We have no balance. Although when you land like this,
Technically,
it's very, that's what I'm saying, it's very Spider-Man, but it's not ideal for your base. It's only good if you have the same
web shooting kick.
web slinging.
Okay, no webs, no Spider-Man squat. Okay, you gotta have solid base, knees out, feet up, hips up.
For the kick.
Yes, so let's say I'm standing here with an attitude.
You're
What's
saying,
up, man?
I can use my bottom leg right here, pick my hips up, kick you back a little bit, and then I get up.
You make your exit. That was awesome.
Even a little kick just to kind of distract you, take your mind. It might not move you, but
Right.
now you kind of look down at your leg, and then I stand up.
Yeah, do that again. That was epic.
Here.
Epic. Yeah, what's up? Up. And then just while I focus on that, he's getting up.
And notice how when I get up, I'm still in base, knees bent, hands here, because I don't know what this person's going to do. They could come at me. Hey,
What's up?
stay right there.
All right.
If they attack, we clinch, and we'll address that a different day.
Now, what also might happen, you guys, is let's say you are standing here, or you're sitting here, and the person who's standing up, the bully, instead of just kind of being here with an attitude, they try to attack you right now with an all-out punch. If you try to stand up, you might run into the punch. So watch what he does instead. What stage is this, you guys? What stage is this, you guys, from came last week? If you came to class last week, you know what we're talking about. Not 3, not 5. Come on, you guys. What is it? Thank you. Stage 4. Feet on the hips. So that was beautiful. So Hito was sitting, the bully was standing, and then if the bully becomes aggressive, like, yeah, I'm going to get you. Boom, he's going to put his feet on the hips. And now he blocks, he lets me in, and then all the different stages we saw last week, including, so front protection, the knee comes in. Boom, we saw this last week. You guys can practice this. Knees coming up, protecting, dropping me down, and then from here, lets me back in. Once he protects, back to stage 1, and then eventually we saw that guard get up, where you push weight out of the eye, full shrimp, watch. He kicks all the way out, extends away. If I'm aggressive, he pushes me back, boom, and then he stands up in base. That's awesome. So that's how that all connects. It could happen if you're sitting, someone is standing. It could happen in the context of the fight. Today, we're going to explore a possibility of, well, first, we need to talk to them about some stuff. Then we're going to get into a new position.
Let's talk a little
But
bit.
that was our base get-up. That was supposed to be our base get-up.
Yeah, and the base get up, you can do, we talked about it even last week very briefly when we taught
Yes.
the guard get up that we just did right
Yes.
now. But it's just an important movement because how many times we go from the ground to standing?
Yes.
It's unlimited, never. We're always going from the ground to standing. So do that as a warm-up even. Sometimes I go like this, 1, and then I sit to the other side.
Beautiful.
And I stand up here, and I sit to the other side. So just really being comfortable on either side, make that part of your warm-up. So now
Every single
stop.
day. Base get-ups for life, you guys. All right. Somebody tell us about respect. In what categories of life does respect exist or apply? I think all categories of life. Yes. Right? Everything. We're not just talking even respecting property, respecting someone's belongings, respecting a friend, respecting a parent, respecting yourself, respecting your house, respecting the bully. Yes.
So we're starting with respecting yourself.
Yes.
How can you respect your body?
Well, we start last week. Health. Taking care of your health. Taking care of your health is a huge part.
How many bodies do we have?
In terms of what?
How many bodies do you
Oh,
have?
we got one. We have one chance to do it right. And part of respecting yourself, coming from last week's discussion, is taking care of your health. So the question is, who's taking care of their health? I want to hear some of the new foods. Last week we talked about this. How do you learn to love new healthy foods if you don't try new foods? So I want you guys to leave in the comments right now, and Rhonda's going to read them off to us while we're talking about respect. I want to hear new foods. Just throw them out there, parents. But the kids have to have tried them once, twice, 3 times, new foods. And they have to have tried it at the beginning of the meal. That's what I want to know. Who followed the proper technique for new food integration?
You don't have to have tried
It's the best kind.
It is the best kind because you're hungry.
Listen, I'm not just trying to teach them a new food to like. I'm trying to teach them how to learn to like new foods.
I understand.
So raise your hand if you tried a new food at the beginning of the meal. I want to know who actually remembered to do that. Now, if you forgot, you tried it anyways, just put it on there anyways. But I want to know the hands who came in early and did it at the beginning when you were starving. Which kids were intelligent enough to do it when, oh, you're going to give it to me? Oh my gosh, I love it. Pomegranate from Robbie. Robbie, who tried pomegranate? Zephin says broccoli. Forehead 3K. Chile verde. Glazed carrots. Avocados. Palm hearts. Are you excited right now? Are you hungry? Salmon. Angelica Alvarez said her son or daughter tried salmon. This is the best thing ever. Asparagus. Palm hearts. Dates and cream cheese. Dates. If you didn't, yeah, I had to convince my son to try dates. I'm like, dude, date is one of the most beautiful fruits in the world. Tastiest, fibrous, yummiest. It's almost a cheat meal. Dates, how good they are. If you haven't had a date in a while, go on one. Okay? Eggplant, one of my favorites. I hated it as a kid. I used the integration strategy. Now I love eggplant. Seaweed, blueberries. Best Lynn says fish. The kids try fish for the first time. Isn't that exciting?
Maybe the kid is very young.
What do you
ever tried this before?
Who? What is that?
This is a gift for Henner. This wasn't last week. This was about maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago. This is spaghetti squash.
Spaghetti squash. I knew that. I eat it all the time. I just don't know what it
Spaghetti
looks like.
squash. This is something for you guys to try. If you like spaghetti, but you don't like squash, there's the in-between. There's a 50% chance you can enjoy this.
Excellent. What else we got? Squash, eggplant, duck egg, homemade orange juice, yogurt and granola, melon, Ava had asparagus and edamame. Ava, you got 2 points for that. I'm loving this. Acai bowls.
Acai bowls.
All right, you guys.
First time trying it.
Brett Daniel says a plum was tried. Who tried the plum, Brett? You guys should put your kid's name in here. You guys are all getting credit. I know. I'm just saying. I know, but I want to talk to the kids who actually did the work. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, kids, congratulations. Keep throwing those out. We'll check more of these out later towards the end. I want to see more because we have some good giveaways today. And the giveaway is going to come in with the name and the food later. So we'll ask you guys to enter that again. This is so exciting. So respect starts with yourself, the health. It goes out to the house. When we do respect chapter at GU, we talk about there's an addendum to that chapter which is called the house rules. Mm-hmm. We had those as a kid. Our dad put them in the bathroom.
Yes.
Tell them about having those rules around the house.
One rule was if you borrow it, return it.
If you open it, close it.
If you turn it on, turn it off.
If you mess it up, clean it up.
I love that one.
It's Young's favorite.
If you make the mess, clean the mess.
Yes. If you break it, fix it. If you don't know how, find someone who does. So this is just a level of respect for the fact that you live in a house, right, that other people help maintain and make possible. So when you're there, now if it's your own house, you paid for it, you built it, you did it from start to finish, you have the right to break a window and let that window be open forever.
To make a mess and leave it messy forever.
It's your right, but I think that in a community situation, when there is respect for the community and for the property and for the fact that we're coexisting, that's respect as well. Transitioning, we can even respect the bully in a fight.
Yes, and jiu-jitsu is the martial art for respecting bullies. And how do we know that? Because after we take the bully down, well, even before we take the bully down, we set a boundary. We talk to the bully.
Hey, stop doing that.
Don't bug me anymore. That's respect. That's giving the bully a chance to stop and to walk away. But when the bully continues,
then we got to go tell the teacher and adults, grown-ups, tell somebody else.
And then eventually we take the bully to the ground, we mount the bully. And we mount the bully, what do? We use just enough force.
Reasonable force, you guys.
We don't punch the bully. We don't want to hurt the bully or ourselves, nor do we need to. Because we have control and we feel safe and we care about the bully. The bully had a bad day.
That's a good point.
So
guys,
they remember us.
9 times out of 10 or more, the bully was a victim first. Somewhere the bully learned how to be a bully. What are some places where bullies can learn these negative behaviors and interaction patterns?
It's everywhere. Cartoons.
There you go. Siblings, cartoons, parents, how the parent treats the child could teach the child how to bully others, how the parents treat each other. Parents can teach the child how to treat their sibling or their friend at school. So this is so important to recognize, you guys, because once you understand that the bully was a victim first, it's a little easier to understand what Hito's talking about, how you can engage with the bully, but do it in a way that has no intention to hurt them. The only objective is to prevent them from continuing to harm you, whether that's verbal, physical, psychological, right? However they're bullying you. All we want to do is stop the behavior. We don't want to hurt them. That's respect.
As quickly as parents can be an example of how to bully. For example, I could say something to Victoria that she feels, and the kids feel like, that was a little mean, Dad.
Yes.
It's not impossible. I have said things because of how I was feeling.
You get emotional.
That maybe Victoria felt like she was a little bit being attacked or being judged.
Yes.
And the kids feel that energy. So when I do that, I can teach the kids that kind of example. And I can also teach them with awareness. I can also teach the kids almost asking for forgiveness. I can tell Victoria, say, hey Victoria, I said that to you earlier because I was a little bit angry. I'm sorry I spoke to you that way.
Yes.
Now I'm teaching my kids to almost
balance themselves out.
To adjust the scales a little bit and to not, and the thing is, it's difficult for a parent to show disrespect and be emotional and then later come forward and say, hey, I'm sorry I spoke to you that way. Had nothing to do with you. I'm having a very bad day.
Yes.
When kids see that, then kids get the whole story. And maybe sometimes parents do it privately in their room at the end of the night when the kids are sleeping. But those are the kind of things to do in front of the children so they take, all sides, they're balanced out like you mentioned.
They learn the balance of it. All right, you guys, respect. Congratulations. Let's talk about some jiu-jitsu positions now that will allow you to control anybody with more respect. Starting with side mount position. We call it crocodile control at the earliest level, right? Because there's mount. Hito, mount on me, please. If Hito takes the bully down, which is a great objective in a fight, to get on top of him and hold him down. We talked about how you can get here if you're Hito and use your hand and stabilize and control, and I can't escape and swim. Come on in and stay low and hold the person down. This is a very powerful position. This is one option. It's called the mount. The other option, if Hito steps off, is called side mount, where his legs are on this side and his chest is on my chest, and he's now basically close right here, but he's sprawled out. Let's rotate here. Look at his legs, you guys. His legs are out for base. His legs are out. His body's on mine. His chest is right here. Now, when it comes to pure control, if you just had to hold this person down until the police arrive, or a teacher, or a parent, if you just have to hold them down, side mount is actually probably the strongest controlling position because of how your legs are off to the side. It makes it too difficult for me to roll him in any way. So side mount is very powerful for control. What are some key details here in your position?
Notice how
they can utilize.
My knee is off the ground on the side of his head. So I have my back leg and this is my front leg, let's say. My knee's off the ground. If your knee is on the ground, the weight kind of goes onto my knee. But having my knee off the ground, it puts more pressure on Henner.
I feel it.
My arm right here is under his neck, and the back arm is under his arm. Sometimes I hold hands, and sometimes I put my hands out when I feel him threatening my balance. Push me that way, my hands can go out. Bridge me that way, my leg is strong right here, so he can't knock me over. If this leg happened to be down here or low, that's what may happen. So knee off the ground, other leg extended, neck hug, arm under the arm.
So let's get into this position. You guys should all get into this position. Start on your knees. Look, everyone get into it. Let's go chest to chest. We're going to play a game. Chest to chest. Watch. Under my neck, under my arm. Look at this. His body goes. His legs pop out. His knee is off the ground. And now the bottom person has to try to get out. Now, if I spin in a circle, Hito's going to walk in a circle. So if I walk this way, he moves. He moves. Look, if I move, he's always moving, following. Following. If I roll this way, his hand goes out. Circling. And now the bottom person, I want you to try to get out for 10 seconds. Like a little bump, a little push. And if this person's doing a good job, you can increase your intensity. If they're just learning for the first time, keep it moderate. Bottom person, parent, just give them a little base check and make sure you validate each piece as they do it.
Yes, and be careful throwing anybody over this way when an arm is out, because it can be a little awkward for the wrist or elbow, especially if you're much heavier on the bottom. So be protective of this arm. Give this arm the respect. Even though it might not be the strongest, longest arm, if the hand is posted, give that post the respect it deserves.
10 seconds, bottom person, bucking, twisting, pushing, and checking. And the important part is to recognize, what's my objective? What am I trying to do right now?
If I try to sit up a little bit, and I drive off my back leg and I drive forward.
If I try to bench press him by grabbing him and pushing him off, watch what he does. If I try to do this,
Can't allow that.
so watch what he does. He locks on. So if I try to separate, he locks. If I try to roll, he posts. If I try to roll, he posts. So he's always stabilizing here. If I try to push, he locks. If I try to sit up, he drives. Everything he's doing is based on, if I try to spin, he follows. Everything is based on what I want to do, and he wants to neutralize it and stay tight. How long do we do this for?
10 seconds.
In real life.
Oh, in real life, you hold the bully down for 30 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes. You hold them forever. You hold them until they say,
What's up, man? Hey.
Are you gonna stop bugging me?
Listen, man, I'm gonna stop bugging you, but only because you know jiu-jitsu. But the other bear over there in the corner, I'm gonna go punch the bear in the face.
Okay, well, I'm gonna need you to stop bugging everybody.
Come on, man, just Bubba. Okay. I'm sorry.
Here we are now. Listen, when we are on top of somebody, we hold them until first we feel their energy. When the person's energy, when the kid's energy exhausts, then I begin talking.
And
If they're fighting, negotiating. If they're fighting and pushing and bumping and twisting, then I'm gonna just hold and hold and hold. Once they give up physically, that's when I say, hey, are you done? Can we get up and go back to our playing basketball? Yes or no?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, great. And then how we get up from here?
Yeah, what's up, man? Okay.
Then I can kind of go to my knees first.
Yeah, okay.
I don't need to release my grips yet. I just go to my knees, take a little bit of pressure off.
Okay.
If he starts to fight, I go back to base.
Beautiful.
But I go to my knees, and hey, calm down.
Okay.
Extend your arms. Good, palms up. Jump back on top. But if he stays here, I put my hands down, and I can pop up in base, and then be gone.
Excellent. Come back. You want to show how?
From the mount to side mount.
Also, and then from side mount, if I push you, the jumping into knee on belly as a separation.
Yes.
Still there, yeah.
So here we are. So we talked about
We already did this mount to side mount. We can show it again. You can review it.
Underhook.
Yeah. Slide off and go.
So from the mount right here, anytime somebody pushes my knee, we underhook the arm, and then I jump off to the side mount. So whatever side,
Make sure you drill this. Everyone's doing this right now.
somebody's pushing my knee, freeze, underhook the arm, and now I throw both legs to the other side, and I land here in side control.
Already with the underhook.
Now from side control, Henner's talking about incorporating knee on belly. When somebody pushes me up,
Yeah, because maybe momentarily he's not locked onto me, so there's that connection doesn't exist, right? He's a little more based out. So I go hook. Look what he does. Inside. And then from here.
knee on belly, he moves a little bit. I have my hands here, sitting up.
And we learned this, you guys. Remember, coffee table. Hands here, hips up, shin on the belly, foot out for base, and then walk around, keeping my shoulders pinned. What's up, man? And then from here, you either engage or get away. So let's drill it again. It's a great drill.
Yes.
Let's do the whole exercise. So mount. So he's mounted. Let's try this, you guys. He don't mounted, doing a good job. Hands out, he's low. I start shoving his legs to try to get out. Look what he did. Underhook, and now he jumps off to the side. Boom! And now he's here. Connected, control. And now I'm pushing. Check. I bump. He uses that. Show him how you jumped up. That was
I
great.
use Henner's energy. So my hands on the ground help me a little bit. My hands are down for base. I push off my hands, but I also allow his push and his bump to carry my weight. I bring my knee in and my leg up at the same time. Hands on the shoulders, coffee table, move a little bit, and then from here I can stand up and disengage, or hands on the ground, back to the mount, or back to the side mount. Put my arm under his arm, shoot my legs back. As I hug the neck, I drop back to side mount. Mount, side mount, mount, side mount, knee on belly.
And then maybe side mount. Let's show how when you would mount, possibly after side mount. So at what exhaustion point, how would you go to your knees and then slide the knee
So
over?
we have a choice. So when you exhaust, when he slows down, and I say, hey, are you done fighting?
Yeah.
I could possibly go here, put my hand out a little bit, go to my knees, put my hand out, and now I slide my knee over the stomach and mount. So going from side mount to mount, and here, you done? You sure?
Okay.
Here. And now I sit up. Here.
All right, I'm sorry.
Look at maybe hands on the shoulders. Watch my legs. stand up, step off.
Beautiful.
On.
So there's actually a beautiful drill here, you guys. Watch what he does. We'll start from
Mount.
yeah, technically.
Start from mount.
Start from mount. Watch. I push the knee.
Under the arm, legs off to the back side. Control the side mount. 3 seconds, 5 seconds. Okay, 8 seconds. Good. And now
You
you
bump
push
up.
You push me, you bump up. I go to my knees. Knee on belly. Moving, controlling.
Okay, and then he starts to push the knee. Watch what he
Pushing
does.
my knee. My hand goes inside the arm right here. As my other leg shoots back, I lay down, hug the neck, hands hold again.
Nice.
And now
he's
you
exhausted.
slow down. I go to my knees.
Talk about that hand.
Rotate.
Yeah, that's a good detail.
My hand goes out for base.
Show him why.
So I don't put my hand out and I slide my knee across the belly, I'm off balance this way. But if I put my hand out and then I allow my knee to slide across the belly, now I have balance on this side. And then watch both legs together. They kind of shift on the back side. I go from here and then both my legs do this.
Beautiful.
One goes over and the other one tucks in right here. And we're back on the mount again, so the full cycle.
It's beautiful. And then from the mount, you can dismount again, back mount, back up.
Start in the mount,
Go
and
to side mount, and let's show the Americana from both mount and side mount because they might need to use this someday. So if the guy's not cooperating.
So my favorite submission, maybe a couple years ago, 6, 7 years ago, was this. Was from the side mount, the arm that's under the neck. I bring that arm over the head, and now I kind of go to my knees. I'm on both knees, and I have both elbows over. Notice how Henner's arm is in between my arms. From here now, I'm going to hold this lightly, but more importantly, I'm going to put this hand of mine next to my ear. I can still see you, Henry. See that?
Yeah, I can see you too.
If I put this hand here, I can't see him. So I put my hand across next to my ear, and I look over here at Henry. Now, in his attempt to get out of here, he might bring his arm around my face. As he does, I grab his wrist, and now I grab my own wrist.
So it's a trap.
It's a rat trap.
Beautiful. And now show him what's happening right there.
Holding this now, I'm going to slide his hand down and lift up his elbow. So it's a shoulder lock. It hurts his shoulder.
Make sure you guys tap before the snap.
So once again, look how his Henner's arm is kind of around my back.
On this side, yeah.
So around the back side, yes. And now, lightly I hold this, my elbow's near the ear, so slow, I put my hand near my own ear, making sure you can see the person on the bottom. Look at them.
I see.
Look at my hand is ready right here. It's a trap, it's gonna drop. All I need is a rat to come around the corner.
And then some of you might be wondering, why would the person move their hand like that? Let's go back, bro. Take the trap out on this one. The reason is, and even the other one, I want to do this, possibly, to then push his face away. Do you understand? So this hand from this side coming around this side is a accomplishment for me. It's a good thing. So if you're on the bottom and their elbows are over the body, remember we started here. Boom. He goes to his knees, his elbow comes over. At this point, instead of letting me do this and coming around, he catches it by setting the trap. By putting that hand next to his ear, the other hand next to the elbow. This is an advanced variation. If you've never seen the Americana, start with this. Just put your hand like this, Aaron. Just put your hand up. Can you see that, Evandro? You see my hand right here?
Yep.
Cool. So put your hand up. Look, like this. All he's going to do is grab the wrist, go under the elbow, and grab his own wrist. And then from there, he's going to twist the hand that way while lifting this elbow off the ground. His elbow on this side.
By myself one time, no arm. So I grab the wrist, come underneath, grab my own wrist. And now I slip up this elbow, but first I slide the hand south.
So parent, put your arm down, one arm like this. He goes no thumb. Show him what happens if you grab the thumb.
If you grab with the thumb, there's a little bit more of a chance of the hand slipping out. If you use no thumb, then you close that exit right there.
Show him how you sneak under palm up.
This hand right here comes, using my fingers, I crawl my way through. I kind of crawl, and I grab palm up. Turn it, grab my own wrist.
Beautiful.
Put my head down a little bit, and then slide.
It's so fast, you guys. Americana. And it can be done from the side mount, where Hedon is now, equally from the mount. Step over. Let's say he does that slide over, and he's here now, and the guy's here. He pushes the arm down. Look, 2 on 1, elbow down. He's going to palm up, sneak on through, grab his own wrist, turn and grab, no thumbs. And watch how my elbow slides. As he lifts it up to the sky, he twists my arm down. And it hurts, so I tap out right away. And then what would happen in that case? If you caught this, what would be the top leg? So you go, he goes, ow! Because the bully doesn't know how to tap. They don't know. They don't know. So you squeeze, they go, ow!
And you know, because we practice this so much in-house, we know how much pressure we need to apply. Right? We know when they're gonna say out.
Yes.
Right before Henner taps, I already know when it's coming. It's right now.
Ow!
I know it's coming. So because I know that, I ease up on the pressure.
Yes.
And now I ask him a question. Hey.
Oh, so you pressure and then you ease up.
Yeah. Can I let go? Is it okay?
I didn't like that when you did that to my arm. Why did you do that?
Because you were bugging me. Can I let go of your arm?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Are you gonna calm down?
Yeah.
Okay, great. And now let's say that you change your mind,
Right.
and you start bugging me again. I go right back to control. I know that the opportunities to catch this arm lock are endless. There will be more. You will make another mistake, and I will catch you again in this Americana or a different arm lock or who knows what.
Excellent. Okay, guys, we're going to flip the script now. So in all these cases, Hito's on top, right? He's here doing a great job controlling, and life is great. The bully on the bottom, you're holding him down, you have great base. The problem is if this bully is like 9 or 10 years old, it might be too big, might be too crazy for you. So at that point, he might be so strong that he effectively rolls you over this way, you fall. And now the bully's on top of the side mount. Look, I'm right here, and I'm laying on top of him now, so I've rolled him. So the question is, what can Hito do if I end up on top because I threw him off because his balance was a little compromised? Check this out. So I'm here, what he's going to do? Go. Now, what position is this, guys? Someone, what's the name?
They said it. Guard.
Pass.
Stage 1.
And in the guard, you're much safer than if you have the person over here. Because over here, look at this. Over here, it's 2 against 2. But what's the advantage that I have? I have gravity. So technically, it's 3 against 2. 2 of my arms plus gravity against 2 of Hito's arms. So I win, 3-2. Look, 3-2. If I'm in his guard, look, I still have 3. I have gravity plus 2 punches, but Hito has, look, 1, 2, 3, 4. Look, that's half an octopus, you guys. He's half an octopus from the guard. From bottom of the side mount, he's just a quarter octopus. And a quarter octa is not acceptable, you guys. It's not as good.
Well, guys,
we gotta get back to the full half octopus.
Hold on, kids. Hold on. The bottom of side mount is also very safe.
If you know jiu-jitsu.
If you know jiu-jitsu, I feel very safe down here. Even half an octopus.
Show him how you hold me so I can't punch you right here. Like
there you go. So if I hug his neck and I hold behind my head, okay? This is only quarter octopus, but I still feel okay.
He feels well, yeah, third octopus.
Because when you manage the distance, you manage the damage. I'm controlling him from creating space. So, for while I'm controlling, maybe you trying to pick your head up a little bit, freeze. That might be a moment for me to bring my frame inside and then block, use my foot and move my hips out that way. And now look, hip out in both my legs. One across the belly, one over the back. From here, I extend my body away, and as I move back a little bit, move down. Okay. As I move back a little bit, I put my foot on the ground, and then I free my foot like that.
Let's do it again. So a guy gets past your legs, he's right here. Step number 1, if he's punching, hug him. Just hug him. Look at that, literally just hug on, and you're safe from punches. Once he stops punching and you feel safe and you want to get out, watch the 2 things. Hito brings his blade across my neck. Look at that blade. Yeah, this is so painful. He's putting this sharp part of the knife right here, right across my throat. And he's holding my shoulder. The other hand goes on my hip, like that. And now he's going to do the shrimp, the same shrimp that we did in the beginning of class. Go ahead, hips out, look at the shrimp. Hips, go back. The same shrimp he's going to do off my neck and off my hip. He's going to scoot his hips away, look. Look, and now with all the space, he's going to shoot that bottom leg in, right across my belly. Once you get in, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Start extending.
Straighten my body out. Now using my hands a little bit and even using the shin across the stomach to push. I move myself back. I need to create space to get my foot on the ground, which should be very easy with your parents because they're much taller. But with somebody who's your same size, a little more wiggle is necessary. Foot down, hip out, and then guard.
Excellent, you guys. So that's called shrimp escape, getting the person back into the guard. Very important technique, so let's make sure we practice that. One person side mount, starting your knees just like this. Come on in, put your chest. If you want to hug for protection, you can.
Sometimes I might already land in the frame. 100% okay. Anchor the shoulder. This hugging detail and holding behind the head is especially important when the person's trying to punch. But they might just simply be jumping on top of you to hold you down. So you go right to the frame, anchor the shoulder, block the hip, use the foot, move away. Use the body, both legs together. Knee across the belly, leg over the back. And now I stretch out, foot down, hip out, and guard.
Epic. Okay, you guys know what to do. We have a lot of techniques today. Control positions. We have some control positions. We have some escapes. We even have a submission from side mount. So some pretty advanced details there. So no matter what your level is, even if you're brand new, you're going to be okay. Just practice the basics here and review those with your friends or family. If you're more advanced, we got that Americana detail. We have the shrimp escape we got to get sharper at. And we have all that mount control flow. That's a pretty advanced flow to go from mount to side mount to knee on belly, back to side mount, back to mount. If you can do that back and forth multiple times, you're pretty dialed in, okay? Today we have a giveaway. We want to know what food and the child's name. Name, age, and food. Write it down right now. You're going to fire it in. Huh? TTC? Oh yeah. Oh no. Today no. Today we want name, age, and food. Actually, we need the CTC actually as well, because we need to know where to send it, and they're going to talk to the owner of the school. Okay, CTC as well. He knows right. Always CTC. But in addition to what school you train at, which CTC you train at, we want the age of the child and the name and what food they tried this week, brand new, first time in their lives, or second or third, because they're trying to get it in there. So put the names down, fire it off right now. We're going to give away Victoria's second book, Kaylin Finds Her Power. How would you summarize this book?
This is a very special book. I had 2 daughters, and this is a book about a young girl who finds her power, as said in the title of the book. And it's a similar story as the last one, but much different in many ways, because Kaylin is going through a difficult time. Something happens to her, and she goes to many different people in her life kind of for support and advice, only to find out that her power is not within all those people. She finds her power somewhere else. She doesn't find it with her friend, her cousin, her mom, her dad.
Interesting.
And you find out where she finds her power, the power that she needs to confront the person that was bullying her.
Epic, you guys. So this book is going out, and we also have Victoria sign it for the winner. So you're firing that right now. We also want to talk about that story, respect. He don't have a story he wants to share that was pretty special. That he'll do that, and I'll go check out the names over there while he does that, and then we'll choose the winner here.
Respect stories. I had actually a good amount of feedback from parents about the story about the frogs that were being killed, and how many of you felt empowered, potentially a little more empowered, to stand up for what is right, because you also know jiu-jitsu, and that's why I stood up for what was right against the person that was killing the frogs in last week's story. But this week I was talking to Henner and telling him a story that my father reminded me of many times. So for example, when I was 10 years old, 8 years old, 12 years old, I remember I would go spend the night at my friend's house, or even spend just the evening, not even sleep over, spend the evening and go to dinner with my friends, different friends' family. And my father gave me, would give me $15, $20, would give me money for me to spend at the restaurant. So if we're going to go to dinner with our friends, here's $20 for your dinner. And quite often, I would go to dinner, but the family, the parent of my friend, would end up buying my dinner. So I would go home at the end of the night, and I still had the $20 that my father had given me to buy dinner. And the first time this happened, I came home and I got the $20 and said, Dad, here's the money. My friend's mom ended up buying me dinner. Here's the money back. And my dad was very, very proud of me for giving him $20 back, where I could have kept the money and then used it to buy something else. But I have so much respect for the work that my parents did, that my father does, to get that money. My father worked very hard to get that $20, right? He did a whole private class, an hour-long private class for $20, let's say, in the garage in not in the garage, but yeah, garage was 1991, the garage end, who knows. But around that time, 1989, 1990. So my father worked a lot of sweat and jiu-jitsu for that money. So for me to have that money and not need it and then go spend it somewhere else was not very responsible, and I'm not respecting the hard work and what that money was for. And I respect my father and all that he's done for us and with jiu-jitsu, so I gave the money back. So kids, there are many opportunities for you to show respect to your parents, to your siblings, and that was one that for me, it happened a good 5-6 times. And till today, if you let me borrow $1,000, because I say, hey, my sink needs repairing, it's completely broken, and you give me $1,000, but then the insurance ends up covering the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then I keep your money, I'm not respecting even my word, because I told you that this money is for.
So respecting your own word.
Respecting my word, respecting the money, what it was for. Respect.
All right, you guys, we have a winner. Her name is Faith. She trains in Hawaii at the CTC in Wahiwa, Central Oahu, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, with Ryan and Noel. Faith is 9 years old. Congratulations, Faith. You're the winner. We're going to send you Kaylin Finds Your Power, and if you'd like, Victoria, the author, will autograph it for you and personalize it. So congratulations. Anything else for them on respect?
Respect yourselves. I think the one right now.
Why is it important to respect anything?
Well, I think once you respect yourself, the respect carries over into everything else. So really do your best to take care of your health. We talked about these new fruits and vegetables and new foods.
By the way, Faith, 9 years old, Wahiwa, Hawaii, the winner. The food that she tried was Brussels sprouts.
That's an advanced try.
I know. It's epic.
Yeah.
Brussels sprouts.
That's like purple belt, brown belt.
The health
food tasting.
advancement. Faith, congratulations. We have faith in you, and you're already deep on that purple brown when it comes to. That goes to tell us how many other foods she already eats so healthily.
Yeah, if you're doing Brussels sprouts,
Brussels sprouts is
you
where you're
already
at.
past strawberries, blueberries.
Yeah, asparagus, broccoli, spinach, kale. You're already past all that.
Now
You're in the mastery level.
spaghetti squash might be another one of the Brussels sprouts category.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, try it. Put a little marinara sauce. It's amazing.
Love it.
Like
Eggplant, Brussels sprouts.
So, you guys
beets, Faith.
respect yourselves. Take care of your health, and really, really consider all the things. Do the work on yourself, and everything will fall in place from there.
Epic, you guys. Thank you guys for joining us. Make sure you practice all the techniques. Today counts as a lesson. When you guys go back to class, you're going to get a check on your card for all of today's techniques if you can demonstrate this sequence. Just make sure you write it down, because when you get back, the teacher's going to ask you, hey, so what did you do on that day?
Can't you do a little short video of it?
Potentially.
Yeah, you could even have a video, a little 30-second video of you doing the sequence.
And then the teacher can look at the video of every day of what you practice, and they can give you credit that way as well. So whether it's done in person on a live verification seminar, or whether you guys film a video each time you practice, and then you guys, at the end of the closure period, you send in one video with all the techniques and all the sessions you did, you're going to get a credit for each one of those. So you don't have to do the whole class filming. You literally have to do just 1 minute showing all the moves you did in today. So if you could do one demonstration of all today's techniques that takes 30 seconds and show them all beautifully, you're going to get credit for today's class, all right? Make sure you guys are doing that. Make sure you're logging on Gracie Bullyproof, watching the regular lessons, boys and girls, practicing with your parents or siblings or friends. Stay safe, wash your hands, try new foods. I'm going to ask again next week. I'm still going to ask. I want to know who tried another new food next week, and we're going to see how we get down. I love this game. We're going to keep playing this. Should we stop this game?
No. What was the last new food you tried? You remember?
Oh,
that was, for me, I felt like it was...
I have a really good situation right
now.
now.
I know you try everything.
No, I have a really good situation right now. So, in terms of, we have the lady who's helping us cook new meals.
Yeah.
You're supposed to food. Yeah, well, and the thing is this, and even new combinations of foods, right? I have a new lady who's helping cook do some meal preparations for Eve and myself. So she's making foods, and we just give her the foods that we like, and the foods that exist, and the foods that we're allergic to, and she knows, and she's making all these new dishes and sending them over, so they show up at the house, and I'm like, I've never had this meal before. So this muscle of trying, because normally if you order from a restaurant, you get the same stuff. If you order from a restaurant, you get the same stuff all the time. But when someone else is making your food with the mindset of be creative and send over something that I haven't tried before, it's very exciting. So we're having a great time with that. So I'm getting to exercise this same muscle of send me something, I can't wait to try anything you send. I'm doing that every day right now. It's just different combinations of great foods. And I like all the greens right now, so nothing's crazy.
Are there ever new foods that you try that you don't like?
Sea urchin.
Sea urchin. Yeah, I would imagine I wouldn't like it either.
And I love sushi. I love sushi. But I tried sea urchin, and what's crazy?
Sea urchin came in?
No, not in my meals.
No, I'm talking about in your meals.
No, in my life. Sea urchin was the last food where I tried it,
Yeah.
and I said to myself, I don't know.
I can do without this.
Listen, here's what I believe so much that it's possible. But let me tell you right now, it tasted like I was eating a tongue that was just soaked in salt and water for like 6 years. And I was eating an actual tongue.
I think when it comes to, I think fruits and vegetables are the ones that I want to know more about.
Oh,
So
yeah.
It's a fruit and vegetable that we don't
No,
like.
it doesn't exist.
We give it another try.
Always.
Sea urchin, we might skip sea urchin and just stay to salmon.
No, I agree.
That's
Fruits
okay.
and vegetables, they're all coming in.
When it comes to animal products, if you want to leave a few out here or there, it's okay.
It's
That's
true.
what we do.
That's true. That's what we do. But when it comes to
Fruits
fruits
and
and vegetables,
Give them all 10 tries before you give up on them.
spaghetti squash. We'll see you guys next weekend. Thanks for joining us. Stay safe. And everybody else, if you want to buy anything Gracie store, CTCFAM, CTC FAM, that sale, 20% off everything. Books, here, all of these, all gear, CTC FAM is going to get you 20% off. FAM, CTC FAM. So use that code. Anything else you guys need, gear, geese, mats are sold out.
Mats are
Everything
sold
but
out.
mats, we got them for you guys. GracieUniversity.com. Click on the store. We got your back.
Thank you guys.